Hi, I'm Commissioner Nancy Jester, and welcome to Nancy Jester Reports for Tuesday, October 23rd, 2018. I didn't get a chance to give you an update from our meeting last week. I believe that was the 16th. Yes, that was Tuesday the 16th. We had one of our night meetings. You know, we do quarterly meetings, one meeting a quarter at night. So we did this one in Brookhaven, so I'd like to thank the Brookhaven City, the government, the City Council, the Mayor for letting us use their City Hall, and we had a great, terrific meeting. It was a committee of the whole, so we got information and briefings. We also had public comment. We got our third quarterly update from MARTA. They promised to have a bunch of new improvements at bus stops with benches and so on they're working on. That's a big push from them. Also, we've heard quite a few of your complaints about the bathrooms not being available at stations, and we hear that they will be fixed. We'll get a date on that and update you when we have that date that we know they're going to be finished with those bathroom fixes. So that's what we heard from them. We also heard from Chief Fulham of our fire department on our EMS corrective plan. I know some of you know we've been working to improve ambulance response times and certainly improve patient outcomes with regards to our EMS service. So we heard a little bit again from Chief Fulham at the Committee of the Whole. I also had the opportunity to attend a meeting where we have with a consultant that we have that's going to help us develop a scope of work for our RFP as it's going out, so that we can really build and construct from the ground up the exact EMS system that we want. So I was really impressed with the consultants. They are experts in their field and have worked all over the country, West Coast to East Coast, developing effective and efficient ambulance systems. So I look forward to continuing to work with them and attend more meetings. What I think is crucial about the work they're doing with our fire department is that they have involved the cities. They had the meeting that I attended. Every city was invited to give input so that all the cities can have input and information, be part of the process to develop the system that we want countywide. So I'm very proud of that, and I was impressed with the chief's efforts there and this consultant that he has brought on. So I look forward to good developments there, and we'll keep you posted on that. I know that is a critical piece of public safety infrastructure that everyone is paying attention to right now. Let's see, so today, the 23rd, we had our Board of Commissioners meeting. We voted on various procurement items today. The thing that stands out the most to brief you on is that we did approve a 4% raise for all public safety, so that's police, fire, and various other certified policing staff throughout the county, folks that work in probation, that work in the court system, that work in the jail, with the sheriff's office, the DA's office. There's a whole host of other public safety officials sprinkled throughout the county in those various areas. The two big ones are the police and the fire department. I am glad to see the increase for public safety. I think that we really need to look at our compensation structure to be more competitive for police and fire. We also need to look at our staffing levels. I believe we're understaffed for police, and I would like to see us hire quite a few more police officers to police DeKalb County. I know that that is a focus of the Board of Commissioners and the governing authority as a whole, so we'll see if we're going to turn the corner on that. I still believe we're going to have to look at the millage rate on that, but that's not something that's come up right now. This 4% raise was paid with existing revenues for this year, but I think next year the police millage rate is going to have to be looked at. I think we're going to have to get serious about the funding for the staffing levels that we need. So last week we had two committee meetings that I want to report on. I chair the Finance, Audit, and Budget Committee meeting, and we had that meeting. We went over our monthly financials. So we looked at the close of September. So we were about that's 3/4 of the way through the year, and everything is tracking as it should be. So I'm very proud of the way folks are using their budgets properly and appropriately throughout the year, so I feel good about that. One of the problems I think with our reports that I've been working with our finance department on is to deconstruct the transfers between funds where administrative service charges go back and forth between different funds. I know this is sort of just a technical sort of financial geeky thing, but it's important to track that money, and we're working on a new report that's going to break that down. So we have an initial report on that. So that's actually a pretty big lift. We also had our Public Works and Infrastructure meeting, our PWI meeting. The most important thing we did in that meeting was review the status of the Snapfinger wastewater treatment plant project. You may recall many years ago, I believe 2006-ish, the Snapfinger plant was a new design, an addition, an increase in capacity was designed, and then it was bid out, and then you've got a construction company doing it, so you've got all these different parties involved, and the design is kind of old, and here we are in 2018, and this project is just kind of, it's just out of control. It's a very expensive project, and the Board of Commissioners has for some time now been trying to get a handle on, is this design so old that we need to start over? Where are we? How's the plant operating? Do we need more capacity? What's going on? We've been asking a lot of questions for a long time of the administration and really haven't gotten all the answers we want. We finally last week got a report that they've been holding on to for some months, it appears, a technical memorandum that discusses the future of Snapfinger. Is it a project you stop? Do you keep going? Where are you? Why would you need it? Why do you not need it? And my takeaway right now, and I've got to delve into this in more detail, but my takeaway right now is many years ago, over a decade ago, when they were looking at what they should have done with the plants that we have in South Dakota, we have Polebridge and Snapfinger, probably should have looked at Polebridge more seriously than Snapfinger because we have more property and land there, and it would have been easier to do something there. The decision was made to go with, at the time, a different technology, but do it at Snapfinger. Again, hindsight's 20/20, but is that design still right for today? What do we do? So we're trying to get the answers to all those questions. This technical memorandum is a good start. We may be past the point of no return at this point with regard to Snapfinger. It may be such that they've taken certain component parts of the plant offline to build the new plant in such a way that you can't actually unring that bell now. So these are the types of things we're going to have to look at and really contemplate. There are going to be a lot of change orders to it, and just making sure that you, the taxpayer, are getting the proper accounting as those things change, and we change a design from 2006 with one company, and now we have another company building that design, how that works, and making sure we're using your tax dollars wisely and effectively. And also the environmental implications right now, because of the changes at the plant, some of our effluent that we discharge is not within the parameters of the plant. So looking at that, and that's a type of capacity issue that we need to understand, and that has an environmental impact. So this is something you'll hear from me. You'll hear more about from me later, but I wanted to let you know that we have gotten some important information on this big project. It's over $300 million, so it's a lot of money, and you deserve some more transparency on this issue. So I think that sums up all the things that I'm working on right now. Oh, before I forget, go vote. Go vote. So we have 3 places open right now where you can vote. Dunwoody Library, the Memorial Drive office, and South DeKalb Mall. So please go vote early or on Election Day, November 6th.